got a little bit of sun. So I thought, I know. Right. Map. That's where I live. Hereford Rowing Club. Right. As I said in the past, this light has only been temporary, and the wire comes out of the ceiling there for it. The wires for that come out in that. So we got the cables there, and they all go to the two-way switch. But I've decided I'm going to put a map on the ceiling, and I'm about to start. I've got the corner connectors, and I am about to use the LEDs to go around the outside. Right, and I'm having to work it out because it's every three. There's the start of it, there's the finish of it. So every 3 LEDs, right? And when I get to that end, if I put it right on the edge, oh, I can't do it with just one hand. If I put that end right on the edge, right, it is right on the edge, right? When I come to there, look, there's not enough with the corner piece to get another 3 LEDs on it. So I'm going to step it in from the edge, and I'm going to run the LEDs around. I'll put them all together before I stick them down, and I'll drill a hole at what's that, Staunton on Arrow, Staunton on Y. I'll do that there, drill a hole to put the cable through, be able to connect to that. Then I can push the cable back in the ceiling. It will only come halfway through there, but that's the size of the maps, and I didn't really want to put a join in it. It was rough enough, bad enough anyway, trying to glue it, and I used watered down PVA, and of course the map got wet and started to stretch, so I didn't glue the very outsides because I wrapped it round underneath. And of course, as I was putting it on, so you could see that the Welsh hills are real. But anyway, I'm going to put that around there so that because I'm going to lose that light, and I still want a white light downlighter to light up this area. That one does a bloody good job of lighting up the area. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do, and I'll turn you back on as I start to do things and show you the pre-get. As far as I get. I'm tongue-tied today. Oh, and the other one was as we know, because everything is running off the van battery at the moment, I'm on 12.8 right, on the van batteries. And why? Because I eventually, I've had that for about 3-4 years, and it's a little 12-volt solar panel, and it is boosting it. It's taking it up to 12.8. When I came out just before sunrise this morning, well, it was cloudy, it was foggy, it was on 12.3. Right, it's taking it up to 12.8 now. So, and I've had the radio on, the lights on. I mean, all that end is running off the leisure batteries, but it's the CCTV, the cameras, everything else is running off the van. So that's why we got the draw. So that one's working well. It's still got coffee stains on it. So anyway, it's pushing in 12.8, and it's flicking 9 now, 12.9, but we have got brilliant sunshine. When that cloud came over earlier, it still only dropped to 12.6. So anyway, I'm hoping that's cured that for a while. Right, I gave up yesterday. I got my hair off with it. These, I bought a pack off Amazon. Oh, hark at that. A pack of these jointers. 2 terminal jointers. What a load of fucking crap. They just won't, they just don't connect inside. And I've trimmed them down as much as I can, if I can focus on that. I've trimmed them down, and I've tried and tried. Plugged it into the power out, checked that there's power coming there, and there's definitely power coming there. And every now and then I'll just get a flicker. So that beep bop is, I haven't turned the movement sensors off on the CCTV. So yeah, so I'm going to now put them together, and I'm going to solder them. So that's the only way I can see out of it. I'm going to end up soldering them. I'll put them in there, and we'll touch them off with a solder. Only thing I can think of. Well, you could tell what day it is. Right. I started with these, right, and the holders are just that little bit too narrow. This is wider, and it wouldn't fit in on the slides. So I was trimming the edges off. Let me get one of those that I've trimmed off the edges. Right, I trimmed off the edges. Right, and I'd soldered them. Right, not realising, you can't see with that one, but this one I've just peeled off. The track goes to the outside of that one, and I was severing that track, and even though I didn't sever right through it by trimming it down, as soon as I put it to power, it was popping it anyway, so it is acting like a little fuse. And I've been putting them on now without soldering them, just sitting them on the top, sliding the terminals underneath and letting it curl round inside. And those last 2 I've just done worked. Live and learn. Right, I got that working. Some of the joints I had to solder because they kept pulling themselves apart, but I think that's just, you know, I think it is just the wrong tape, wrong connectors for the tape. So I've soldered them in a couple of places. I had to solder that one. I think I soldered that one and that one. It's just that one over there that I didn't do. So, but it'll work. It's going up in the air anyway, so good old Power Oak did it again. So I'm quite chuffed with that. Now I just got to find my screw covers, and I'll screw him up to the ceiling. Well, I've got to disconnect that one first, and I got to shorten the wires because, I mean, that's the joint down all the way down there. So I'll solder those in there and go from there. That sun is beautiful out there. Yeah, right, lights are out, but the big reveal, I've got my map on the ceiling, and if I open the door, let all the heat out, there you go, and it's square. I measured it. So the big reveal, now it's got a nice big square around it. How's that? So it's screwed up in all 4 corners. If I can get back in again. Oh, my legs. There, look, little screw cap covers. I couldn't find the white ones. I should have used the white ones, but I couldn't find them. But that's an easy fix when I do find them, isn't it? They're screw covers anyway. So they're all on there. All 4 corners. And it's just screwed through the ply in the ceiling. It's not screwed to any cross members. I don't see the point. It's only a piece of thin plywood with a bloody map glued to it. And some LED sticker lights. I got the same lights. They're the same ones as all along the outside of the awning. When that goes out, that row goes out with the awning. I run the cables down thing down the legs, and there's another row there, and they go right to the very back of the van. So it does light the area up. There, right. And of course I've also got the LEDs up under there. Let's go for, what is it? I can never remember how to operate these. Fade 7. That's it. Now they gradually fade and change colours. I can do it a little bit faster as well. Fade 3. What's that one? That's it. There's a flash between the two of them. That's it. Yeah, they are the cheaper ones. Like normally you can get them to spin round the room, but they are very expensive. They are. So there, that's that done. So off. Of course, these do pick up on. If I can turn them off, hang on. There you go. These are also sound sensitive as well. So if I got the music blaring, they'll flash to the music. But they're just, I just put them around there temporarily because I had them, and it looks like they're staying. So leave it with you. Cheers for watching.